Have you ever heard of a natural fiber that can help you lose weight, lower your cholesterol, control your blood sugar, and even improve your heart health, all at the same time? It sounds too good to be true, right? But science says it's real, and it's called psyllium. If you've never heard of this fiber or don't know exactly how to use it, stay with me until the end of this video, because what you're about to discover could completely change your health. Here at Sequida Naturalmente, we bring you scientifically proven information about natural solutions for your well-being. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful and versatile fibers in nature, psyllium. Get ready, because the benefits we're going to show you are truly impressive. But before we start, I want to ask you a favor. If you like this content and want to see more videos about natural health with scientific backing, leave your like right now. This helps us a lot to keep bringing quality information to you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Deal? So let's get started. What exactly is psyllium? And why is it generating so much interest in the scientific community? Psyllium is a soluble fiber extracted from the seeds of a plant called Plantago ovata. This plant grows mainly in India and has been used for thousands of years in traditional medicine. But what makes psyllium so special is its unique ability to absorb water and form a gel-like substance in your digestive system. When you consume psyllium and it comes into contact with water in your stomach and intestines, it transforms into a viscous gel. And this is where the magic begins. This gel has multiple beneficial effects on your body, from your intestines to your heart, passing through your metabolism and even helping with weight control. Unlike many other fibers, psyllium is what scientists call a non-fermented gel-forming fiber. This means it passes through your digestive system practically intact, without being broken down by intestinal bacteria, which is exactly what gives it many of its unique health benefits. Now, you must be wondering, what are these benefits? Let's explore each one of them in detail, and I'm going to show you the scientific evidence that supports each of these benefits. The first and most well-known benefit of psyllium is its incredible effect on intestinal health. If you suffer from constipation, irregular bowel movements, or any digestive discomfort, psyllium can be a game changer for you. Here's how it works. When psyllium absorbs water in your intestines, it increases both the volume and softness of your stools. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that psyllium is more effective than wheat bran at increasing stool output and relieving chronic constipation. But here's something interesting. Psyllium doesn't just help with constipation, it actually normalizes your stool. What does this mean? If you have hard stools, psyllium softens them. If you have loose or liquid stools, psyllium firms them up. It's like a natural regulator for your intestinal transit. Studies have also shown that psyllium can be extremely beneficial for people with irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS. The gel formed by psyllium helps reduce inflammation in the gut and normalize bowel function, bringing significant relief to those who suffer from this condition. But the benefits don't stop there. Let's move on to one of the topics that interests most people: weight loss. Can psyllium really help you lose weight? The answer is yes, and the science behind this is fascinating. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in 2023 analyzed 6 well-designed clinical studies and found impressive results. People who consumed approximately 10 to 15 grams of psyllium per day, divided into doses taken just before meals, lost an average of 2.1 kilograms of body weight over a period of about 5 months. But wait, there's more. These same people reduced their body mass index by 0.8 units and their waist circumference by 2.2 centimeters. Over 12 months, this would translate to a weight loss of approximately 5.3 kilograms, which represents 6.1% of their initial body weight. And here's the most important part. This weight loss falls within the 5 to 10% range that studies show can significantly improve your overall health, reducing risks of diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and many other conditions. But how does psyllium promote this weight loss? The mechanism is quite simple and elegant. When you take psyllium before meals with plenty of water, it forms that gel we talked about in your stomach. This gel physically takes up space, creating a sensation of fullness. You feel satisfied faster and eat less food at that meal. Additionally, the gel slows down the emptying of your stomach and the absorption of nutrients in your small intestine. This means you stay satisfied longer, reducing hunger between meals and decreasing your total calorie intake throughout the day. A study published in the journal Appetite showed that people who consumed psyllium before meals reported significantly greater feelings of fullness and consumed fewer calories throughout the day compared to those who didn't take psyllium. But let me be very clear here. Psyllium is not a miracle solution. You won't lose weight just by taking psyllium if you continue eating excessively and leading a sedentary lifestyle. Psyllium is a powerful tool to help you eat less and feel more satisfied, but it needs to be combined with healthy eating habits and regular physical activity. Now let's talk about one of psyllium's most impressive benefits: its effect on cholesterol. High cholesterol, especially LDL cholesterol, which is known as bad cholesterol, is one of the main risk factors for cardiovascular diseases, the leading cause of death worldwide. And here's where psyllium shines. Multiple scientific studies have shown that psyllium can significantly reduce your cholesterol levels. A meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition analyzed 28 clinical trials and found that a daily dose of about 10 grams of psyllium, taken for at least 3 weeks, reduced harmful LDL cholesterol by 13 milligrams per deciliter. But that's not all. The same study showed similar reductions in non-HDL cholesterol and ApoB, which is a substance found in many lipid particles and is considered by many experts to be an even more accurate predictor of cardiovascular disease risk than LDL cholesterol alone. Research published in the journal Food and Function found that psyllium achieved a 4.8% greater reduction in total cholesterol and an 8.2% additional reduction in LDL cholesterol compared to placebo. How does psyllium do this? The mechanism is brilliant. In your small intestine, specifically in the terminal ileum, psyllium gel becomes more concentrated as water is absorbed. This highly viscous gel interferes with the reuptake of bile acids. Bile acids are captured in the gel and eliminated through your stool. Now here's the key. Your body makes bile acids from cholesterol. When psyllium removes bile acids from your system, your liver needs to produce more bile to replace them. To do this, it pulls LDL cholesterol from your bloodstream, effectively lowering your blood cholesterol levels. And here's something truly remarkable. A study published in 2018 showed that combining 10 milligrams of simvastatin, which is a cholesterol-lowering medication, with 5 grams of psyllium 3 times a day, was equivalent to taking 20 milligrams of simvastatin alone. This means psyllium can potentially double the effectiveness of statin drugs. Even better, the United States Food and Drug Administration has approved an official health claim for psyllium, recognizing that it can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by lowering serum cholesterol. This is a rare distinction that very few dietary fibers have earned. Now let's talk about another crucial benefit: blood sugar control. If you have diabetes, prediabetes, metabolic syndrome, or insulin resistance, or if you simply want to prevent these conditions, psyllium can be an incredibly valuable ally. A meta-analysis published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition analyzed data from multiple studies and found that psyllium significantly improved fasting blood glucose and hemoglobin A1C levels in individuals with metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. In some studies, fasting blood glucose decreased by as much as 37 milligrams per deciliter. A clinical trial published in 2016 studied 51 people with type 2 diabetes and constipation. They consumed 10 grams of psyllium divided into 2 daily doses taken before meals. After just 8 weeks, participants significantly lowered their fasting blood glucose by 44 points, their hemoglobin A1C, their insulin levels, and their HOMA-IR, which is a marker of insulin resistance. How does psyllium achieve this? When you consume psyllium with a meal, the gel it forms in your digestive tract slows down the breakdown and absorption of carbohydrates. This means glucose enters your bloodstream more slowly and steadily, preventing those dangerous blood sugar spikes that occur after meals. Studies show that psyllium's effect on delaying nutrient absorption also prolongs feelings of fullness and delays hunger, which, as we discussed earlier, contributes to weight loss in people with overweight and obesity. Even in healthy people without diabetes, research has found that taking psyllium with a meal can help curb post-meal spikes in blood sugar and insulin, potentially helping prevent the development of metabolic problems in the long term. Let's talk now about cardiovascular health, which is intimately connected to all the benefits we've already discussed. Heart disease and stroke are the leading causes of death globally. The good news is that psyllium can help protect your heart in multiple ways. First, as we already discussed, psyllium lowers LDL cholesterol and other harmful lipids. But there's more. Studies have shown that psyllium can also help reduce blood pressure. A meta-analysis of 11 randomized controlled trials involving 592 participants found that psyllium supplementation reduced systolic blood pressure by 2.04 millimeters of mercury. While this might not sound like a huge decrease, it's clinically significant, especially when combined with other healthy lifestyle modifications. Another meta-analysis found that among 5 different viscous fiber supplements studied, only psyllium showed a significant reduction in systolic blood pressure of 2.39 millimeters of mercury. A clinical trial showed that people with hyperlipidemia who took 10.5 grams of psyllium daily for 3 months reduced their weight by 1.34%, their systolic blood pressure by 2.57%, and their diastolic blood pressure by 4.57%. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition evaluated the effects of psyllium in type 2 diabetic patients and found that psyllium not only improved blood sugar levels, but also reduced the risk of coronary heart disease. When you add up all these effects, lowering cholesterol, reducing blood pressure, improving blood sugar control, and promoting weight loss in people with overweight, you have a powerful combination for protecting your cardiovascular health. Now, there's another benefit that's gaining attention in scientific research: psyllium's effect on insulin sensitivity. Insulin resistance is a condition where your body's cells don't respond properly to insulin, forcing your pancreas to produce more and more insulin to keep blood sugar levels under control. Over time, this can lead to prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and a whole cascade of metabolic problems. Studies suggest that psyllium can help improve insulin sensitivity. By slowing down glucose absorption and preventing blood sugar spikes, psyllium reduces the demand on your pancreas to produce large amounts of insulin. Over time, this can help your cells become more sensitive to insulin again. This makes psyllium a valuable ally not just for people who already have diabetes, but also for those who want to prevent it or who have been told they're at risk. Interestingly, some recent research suggests that psyllium may have prebiotic properties. While psyllium is classified as a non-fermentable fiber, studies show that gut bacteria can ferment a small amount of it, producing short-chain fatty acids like butyrate. Butyrate and other short-chain fatty acids play an integral role in supporting the health of your gut barrier and reducing inflammation. And since inflammation underlies many metabolic disorders, this prebiotic effect of psyllium could contribute to better overall metabolic health. A small clinical trial published in 2019 found that taking 21 grams of psyllium husk fiber per day for 1 week increased several beneficial microbes in the gut compared to a placebo, particularly in study participants with constipation. Now that you know all these incredible benefits, you're probably wondering, how should I take psyllium? And here's where we need to pay close attention, because taking it correctly is crucial to getting all these benefits. First and most important, psyllium absolutely must be taken with plenty of water. I can't stress this enough. Psyllium needs water to form that beneficial gel we've been talking about. Without adequate water, psyllium can actually cause problems instead of solving them. The general recommendation is to mix 1 serving of psyllium powder, which is typically around 5 to 7 grams, with at least 8 ounces, or about 240 milliliters of water or another liquid. Stir it well and drink it immediately because it starts forming gel quickly. Then drink another full glass of water right after. For the best results, especially for weight loss and blood sugar control, take psyllium about 30 minutes before meals. This gives it time to form that gel in your stomach that will help you feel full and slow down nutrient absorption. Most studies that showed significant benefits used doses of 10 to 15 grams per day, divided into 2 or 3 doses. For example, you could take 5 grams before breakfast and 5 grams before dinner, or split it into 3 smaller doses of 3 to 5 grams each before your main meals. Start with a lower dose, maybe just 5 grams once a day, and gradually increase over a week or 2. This gives your digestive system time to adjust and minimizes any potential bloating or gas. Psyllium is available in several forms. Powder is the most common and usually the most economical, but it's also available in capsules, granules, and even in some fiber supplement drinks. The powder form generally gives you the most control over dosage. Now here come the very important warnings about who should not take psyllium or should be very careful. First, if you have difficulty swallowing or any narrowing of your esophagus or intestines, do not take psyllium without medical supervision. The gel-forming property could cause problems in these situations. If you're taking any medications, especially diabetes medications, blood pressure medications, or blood thinners like warfarin, you must talk to your healthcare provider before starting psyllium. Psyllium can potentially affect how your body absorbs these medications, and you may need dosage adjustments. Take your medications at least 1 hour before or 2 to 4 hours after taking psyllium to minimize any interaction. If you have been diagnosed with IBS or any other gastrointestinal condition and you're currently experiencing a flare-up, consult your healthcare provider before starting psyllium. While psyllium can be very helpful for these conditions, it's best to start it when symptoms are under control. Some people may experience allergic reactions to psyllium, especially if they're allergic to other members of the plantago plant family. There have been rare cases of anaphylaxis after psyllium consumption in susceptible individuals. If you develop any signs of an allergic reaction, such as itching, swelling, difficulty breathing, or hives, stop taking psyllium immediately and seek medical attention. People who work regularly with psyllium powder, such as healthcare workers or supplement industry employees, have developed occupational allergies due to unintentional inhalation of the powder. Always handle psyllium powder carefully to avoid breathing it in. Common side effects when starting psyllium include temporary bloating, gas, or mild abdominal cramping. These usually resolve within a few days as your body adjusts. If they persist or worsen, reduce your dose or stop taking it and consult a healthcare professional. Remember, adequate hydration is absolutely critical when taking psyllium. Drinking insufficient water with psyllium can lead to intestinal blockage, which is a serious medical emergency. Always take psyllium with plenty of water. Pregnant and breastfeeding women should consult their healthcare provider before taking psyllium supplements. While psyllium is generally considered safe, it's always best to get professional guidance during these special periods. So, let's recap everything we've learned today about psyllium. This remarkable fiber can help regulate your intestinal transit, whether you have constipation or diarrhea. It can assist with weight loss by increasing feelings of fullness and reducing appetite. It can significantly lower your LDL cholesterol and reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease. It can improve your blood sugar control and insulin sensitivity. It can help lower your blood pressure, and it may even support a healthy gut microbiome. But remember, psyllium is not a miracle cure. It's a tool, a very powerful tool, but it works best when combined with a healthy overall lifestyle. That means balanced nutrition, regular physical activity, adequate sleep, stress management, and all the other pillars of good health. Always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new supplement, especially if you have existing health conditions or take medications. Psyllium is generally very safe when used correctly, but individual needs vary, and professional guidance ensures you get the best results safely. Before you go, I have a request. Subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share this video. This helps us immensely to keep bringing content that's good for your body and soul. Write below in the comments what city you're watching from and send your suggestion for our next topic. Your opinion is very important to us. We'll be waiting for you. This video has exclusively educational and informative purposes and does not replace medical consultation, diagnosis, or follow-up. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before starting the use of any medicinal plant or supplement, especially if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, have any health condition, regularly use medications, or are considering giving it to children. The information presented is based on scientific studies, but each organism reacts differently. In case of doubts or adverse reactions, discontinue use and seek medical guidance. The author of this channel is not responsible for the inappropriate use of the information presented here. Take care of your health responsibly.